Hey everybody, it's Craig and Lisa again, and we are taking you to I think was our one of our favorite parts of the trip, and that was the trip to the Sahara and being able to ride the camels and spend the night in the desert. And I have Craig with me, and we're gonna walk you through it, our experience.
Hello, everybody. This is Craig, and I am joining Lisa this time on narrating this part of the trip. So I hope you enjoy it.
So here you can see we are getting ready. We're getting our garb together, and we are now arriving. And this is one of the first things that we see. These huge sand dunes. Boy, everything's just so vivid and so different from what we've seen in Africa so far.
As we look out over the horizon, and clearly there's just sand dune after sand dune, and we were just preparing to go out into it.
Oh wow.
Another one?
All right, we're all set. Everybody made it on their camels successfully, and we are excited for our trek through the Sahara.
One thing in particular about getting on a camel, being our first time on it, was once the camel's all the way down and you sit on it, the way they stand up is pretty surprising because you really do rock forward a lot, and then there's a couple other movements. But as long as you're holding on, you should be okay. But that was pretty interesting, to experience.
Yeah, that process of getting up, and then oftentimes people talk about just the way that the camel walks is different than riding a horse, but just having to get used to it.
Yeah, it does have a different rhythm in the way that they walk, and once you get used to the rhythm, then I think we're fine.
Man, I just couldn't believe that we were there and just experiencing this. That we are riding camels in the Sahara Desert. It was just mind blowing. So it's an interesting process of taking it all in and experiencing it at the same time.
And enjoy the beauty of it all as well, because the guides were extremely helpful and fun, and they kind of helped us with some of the pictures and that we were taking, and you could tell they were experienced in doing this, and allowing all their guests to have an enjoyable experience.
Yeah, and how blessed we were for the day that we had. Even the guides were saying it's so unusual that it wasn't particularly too hot and it wasn't windy that day. And we had this amazing sunset that you're going to see shortly. And you guys know how we like to take pictures, right? Craig, it did look like you guys had fun taking pictures together, you and your boys here.
Yes, we did. Me and the brothers were posing and having different opportunities to take candid shots, and we were really taking it in with the beauty of the sand dunes and the sun setting in the background.
And what is this?
That is a cincus, which is also called a sandfish. And one of the guys told us about they live under the sand, and occasionally they come out, but it was exciting to see that.
That is so bizarre. And wow, and then the sun setting and just so beautiful. You can just see that we are just basking in it.
Yeah. They also had blankets for us prepared, so we were able to lay the blankets out and gave us a place to sit while we watched the sunset. And so we were really having a good time.
Yeah, you can see there are others out there watching it as well. Just so beautiful. I always wish I could come up with a better word, but man, just so beautiful. Such a privilege to be able to see this, right?
Yeah, it looked like some of the couples there are starting to be creative with their poses too. So we were having a good time. And then you can see some of the sand shots that I mentioned also.
Yeah. So it's time to continue with the second part of our trip to our campsite now. So we're getting back on the camels and we're heading that direction.
Where we at, Craig?
Hey, Sahara.
North Africa.
Sahara Desert.
Sahara Desert.
Welcome. Marhaba.
Sahara Desert Desert.
Welcome to Sahara.
Arriving at the camp, we really were not sure what to expect. But man, I have to say, the trip just kept getting better and better. We were really blown away. It was so beautiful, and to find this in the middle of the desert was just unreal.
Yeah, the accommodations were quite nice. Really wasn't expecting it to be as nice as it was, with a king size bed with the beautiful comforter set. Also, the bath had a separate sink, separate toilet, and separate shower, all within the tent. So to say we were in the desert, and the bonus was we also had air conditioning. So
It was very roomy and spacious as well, so just couldn't have asked for anything nicer than these accommodations. And the shower had really hot water too. It was a
Yeah.
really nice shower pressure. It's really crazy. So we all just got kind of chilled out and went to dinner and had this fabulous dinner waiting for us, and just setting us up for the festivities of the night.
let the party begin.
And this is just a tidbit of the fun we had at the campfire that night. And this is our guide, Hassan. He's having a great time with us. And look at this sunrise that is greeting us. Just stunning. Absolutely beautiful. And in the desert, it's just illuminated all the more. So we spent a little bit of time shopping for these white outfits because we wanted to use them just for this occasion, to take pictures in the desert. We're very pleased with them. We think they came out very well. Just love these. Yeah, so we're wrapping up. We've had breakfast now, and we're just hanging out, talking to some of the people we met last night that have been just such wonderful hosts to us in the desert.
We opted for the four-wheel drive truck for the way back to our van, and the guys were on the back, so the jokes and the storytelling are off the chart.
In my younger years, when I used to ride on the back of a pickup truck to get to school. But then I grew up.
All right, I'm gonna turn this off now. Had more than enough lies today.
So what makes for a good trip? Good food, a beautiful destination, and incredible friends to share it with. Hey guys, be sure to go ahead and subscribe and leave your comments. We love hearing from you, and just be blessed.
Thanks again for watching.